fishy in the lake, and he's gonna show his head. And you gotta have faith that Stevie's gonna drum him.
They jump right in the boat to come and visit with Peter Bowman. Go tell Gramps it's dinner time. Oh, Peter, I think that one's worthy of a net.
He's gonna drum him up, cause he's got faith.
This is fun. There's nothing wrong with this at all.
Beautiful Lac au Sable smallmouth bass.
The Fishin' Canada Show, brought to you in part by Yozuri Fishing Lures, fish the best. Mercury Outboards, go boldly. And Outdoor Canada, Canada's only national fishing and hunting magazine.
Today's Fishin' Canada episode puts me smack dab in the middle of the Algoma region of Ontario. I'm targeting smallmouth bass on a lake that I've never been to before. Luckily, I have a teammate on board with me, our good buddy, Steve Niedzwiecki.
Smallies, here we come.
Our plan is to throw anything and everything we can in order to find some fish, and hopefully weed through the small ones to get to the big ones. This should be interesting. I just saw a fish, I think. Might have been a smallie, yeah, something darted. This water clarity is nothing like you were thinking of.
Perfect.
It's gin clear, bud.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful. Yeah, it might be bigger than I think.
Yeah?
Maybe, I don't know.
Atta boy.
We'll see.
Looks like it's pulling.
Yeah, he came in real easy at first. Now he's...
Dogging it. Oh, it's right off the drop.
Well, I threw back. I saw a couple of blips on the live scope, believe it or not. That just, couldn't tell if they were fish or not.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I'm gonna cast it. Well, they moved like fish, so here he comes up. Not a little guy, tiny. They just fight good, these guys. They're just stupidly strong. So he let that go the first time, picked it up 2 seconds later and swallowed it almost.
Is that the shad-shaped worm?
Yeah. You got those pliers handy, Steve?
Yep, right here. Very handy.
Thank you. Bye-bye, Junior. Not what we're looking for, but...
It's okay, it's life.
Fishy, fishy in the lake, and he's gonna show his head. On my big fish bait, I got a small fish. They fight like that, like there's no tomorrow. You guy, can you go down there now? I'm gonna send you back, and you're gonna tell everybody that there's a little guy up here, equivalent to you, that wants to fight the biggest guy down there, okay? It's just like a bar, but I don't do that in the bar. This guy don't fight anybody in a bar.
Oh, this guy's got a little spunk.
What the?
This guy's got some spunk here.
The drag. It's a good last cast fish.
Yeah.
Has he got size, that's all.
Well, could be.
Oh, you haven't seen him?
No.
Yeah, you must. That rod is ultralight, but...
Oh, yeah, he's decent.
Is he a good one?
Decent. 2 pound slab.
Well, we're gonna net that on that little ultralight rig because it's...
Yeah. Oh, it's not a bad fish. Not a bad fish. Compared to... There we go.
It's a good fish.
Yeah.
Kidding me? Finally. What's he doing? He's eating the small fish.
Hey, there we go.
He's eating the little fellers.
In here, there's nothing like catching fish, just catching fish. And then you throw a couple of these guys in there. You never know. You know, that's a good solid fish.
Buddy, that's a great fish.
Yeah, right there. Beautiful. This rig isn't quite ultralight. I'll put this filler back here. But it's not heavy at all. Like, it's gotta be about 6 pound test. Got a Ned rig on there. And it's got to be a light medium action rod. It's 7 feet long now, but man, oh man, little reel on there. These fish fight, and it's so much fun.
Oh, he's better.
Would you like me to grab the net?
And yeah, I think so, Stephen. Oh, he's better.
And he's an acrobatic fella. Would you like me to grab the net?
I'm going to wait and see the fish first, and then I'll say if we should or not.
All right.
And And yeah, I think so, Stephen.
Beautiful.
He's under the boat like 80% of the time here, but I think he's a half decent one. Coming at you, buddy. Oh God, look at him.
Oh.
Yeah, you use the net on those, don't you?
For sure you do. That is beautiful
Woo.
color,
Look
man.
at the craw-bait. That is a gorgeous looking fish. Look at him.
It's
And
almost
solid.
gold.
Yeah. Jimmy, the guide here, says there's a lot bigger than this in here. And they've only been in here for 9 years. They're actually an invasive species. I think smallmouth either were stocked or are invasive species. And then in this lake, they call them an invasive species. So 9 years ago, these fish didn't exist in this lake, and they're here now. So, and when they get, you know, double that size, that's, you know, pushing 3 pounds, that fish, because of the belly. You get a 6-pounders in here, but that's a growing fishery right there, buddy.
Absolutely.
Nice. On a craw-bait. That one was
Beautiful.
shallow. So we got some out deep off there, some shallow in here. So.
And we've seen a lot cruising.
See you, buddy. It's fun.
Yeah, buddy.
Put the boots to them with a 15-pound test line and a heavy rod, and they still beat you up, right?
Yeah.
I was just about to change too. I was gonna cast into the shallows. Now we've been throwing spinner baits, crankbaits, and everything, and I had one roll on a spinner bait, and Stevie had one follow on a crankbait, or maybe a couple follow, but we can't convert on it. So now we're throwing these, you know, craws. Sankos would probably work. Got a couple small fish on drop shots. So
Slow 'em down,
It's got to slow down.
There we go.
Come here, buddy. I've learned a little trick too, by the way. I used to crane my fish in with a rod all the time. I break too many rods doing that. I don't do that anymore. Especially when you got good rods like this one right here. So nice, look at that. That's the way you hook a smallie. That's the way you want to hook a smallie. Comes out nice, but you know what? On a cool pre-fall day, we're out here after a little trout fish. We had a nice day on the specs. This is day number 2 on the water. We're going up for smallmouths on a bigger lake. I'd say that's fun.
That a boy.
That's a good one.
Oh, I just missed one. That's a good, nice call. That's the second time you've done that this year, bud, with me.
Live scope rules, brother.
That's awesome.
That is so cool.
Peter just called that fish on the live scope. He said, hey, did you see that fish? And as I'm looking at the live scope, I missed it there. He set the hook.
Buddy, we might need the net on this guy. I don't know.
Atta boy.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
I think it's a netter. It's a net-worthy fish for sure.
You want to see him anyways, right? Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
100%.
Look at him. He's cut around the fin.
There you go, bud.
Nice. Watch yourself.
Yeah.
That is so awesome. I love when technology works and you can pull off a tactic to catch that fish during technology. And I'll show you exactly. I mean, we're in shallow water. Like, we're in real shallow water here. And that's a nice fish right there. But that fish, extra special to me right now.
Yeah.
Let me throw it back. Because I'm watching, Stevie,
Look
two more.
Right there. There they are.
See them?
Look at them.
There's a bunch of fish on the live scope right there.
I can tell that they're bass.
Stephen, I got that pointed straight ahead.
All right.
Look at that, 16 feet up, cast 16 feet ahead of the boat and work it. What I did, I saw one fish about that far away. I was working, he wasn't biting, and then I saw him right here, so I kept pulling it over towards the transducer, and finally that fish showed up right there, and he hit. So that's so cool. Like, they're out there in front of us, we know right now exactly where they are, and they're swimming around.
This live scope here, this is the first time that I've really seen fish in front of us schooling up. Peter, you can, on the live scope, this is the first, I can tell they're bass. They have a bass shape on the live scope. That is really, really cool. That is awesome, buddy.
High five, buddy.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Oh, man.
But what we just saw there was 2 or 3 more fish, and if they're all that size, they're all 3-pounders. It's a school of 3-pounders in front of us in 5 feet of water. That's 4 feet here, and it goes out to 5 feet out there. So it's so much fun fishing with technology like that. I love it.
There he is right there.
Oh, buddy.
Little drag on that fella.
Woo. They beat you up, those fish.
That's a good fish. Nice job. Atta boy. Oh,
It's
that's
a nice
a netter.
one. That was the same spot where I had the other one.
Well, I know.
Right there.
I left it for you, bud.
Oh yeah,
Yes, man.
you left it for me, all right.
Pull him in the net. Thank you. That's the biggest one of the day, bud.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's long, eh?
Oh yeah.
Long.
There we go.
The old Carolina rig. I knew I had to get that thing going out here today at some time. It was begging for it. I was getting bites and getting some fish on the Texas rig, but I'll show you the Carolina rig in a second. That's a nice smallmouth bass right there. Right under the boat. I just dropped one, same size pretty much. Hey Stevie, I'm probably pretty close to the same size as that.
Yep.
On a Carolina rig. And the reason I'm thinking of Carolina rig, we've been trying, you don't see a whole lot of it, but we've been trying crankbaits, minnow baits, jerk baits. I throw a spinner bait like a lot of times for smallmouth, and I try to get these aggressive fish. We have not got one fish to bite on an aggressive bite. So, and they split the crop, so it's all beat up, so I'll put a new one on. And it seems like green's the color, Stevie. For me, anyways, today. Green is the color. This one's got a red fleck in it, but I don't know about the fleck, if that means anything, but I've been doing well on green. You just rig it Texas, so just stick it in there, basically Texposed. Stick it in there a little bit, so it comes through the belly. Pull that head of that hook right in, the eye of the hook right in. Make sure that cinches back towards there so it doesn't move backwards. Find the spot. In this case, there's a hole in here because these are hollow. Drive it straight through, and I just leave it like that. I don't even hook it back in because there's no weeds or anything here. It doesn't have to be weedless. So leave that hook exposed like that. When that smallmouth grabs it, it's very easy to get hooked. Versus if you skin hook this, and that hook is in there, it's a little less apt. You know, you still hook them, but why not do that? I don't need to rig it weedless. That thing goes up off the bottom, won't even snag up.
Oh,
buddy.
Little drag on that fella.
On the Carolina?
Yep.
Nice.
The old Carolina craw.
Fun, eh?
Oh yeah.
Carolina rigging's friggin' awesome.
You know what? Just to save my line.
Buddy, I could have netted him for you. Why would you do that to me now?
Well, because I did, you know. Here, I'll tell you what. There's the net, Mr. Peter.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You want me to net that thing?
Yeah, you get it in the net
I'm
for
joking,
me.
buddy.
There. See?
Save your line.
Peter
8
thinks
pounds.
he's funny. Look at that. It's still all right. Still all right. Right in there, just like so. Hey.
Today's hotspot is on Lac Aux Sables in northern Ontario. The waypoint on your screen will get you right there. This lake has minimal pressure on it, so the smallmouth bass here are both plentiful and ready to fight. Although Pete and Steve had their work cut out for them in finding active fish, they eventually came up with a pretty solid late summer pattern. Shallow rock was the ticket. From long extending shallow points to big boulders piercing the surface, it was all about that hard bottom. They spotted most of their bigger fish with Garmin's forward-viewing live scope technology. It was definitely the game changer. What made this episode unique was that they could only get those Aux Sables Smallies to bite slow-moving plastics. But hey, that's fishing for you. For more hotspots like this one, check out fishingcanada.com.
Oh, Peter, I think that one's worthy of a net. Right off that rock. Well,
This is a tank.
Fish. That a boy.
He's all right. He's not huge, but
Hmm.
nice.
All right.
Couple pounds. Fun to set the hook on smallmouth, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They pull so, I mean, this smallmouth is not big. I got 15 pound on this fluorocarbon on a heavy, you know, it's a 7-foot heavy rod. Look at this thing. They just pull like crazy. They're just nuts. Look at them. They're awesome. I gotta say smallmouth are awesome. When it comes into the world of fighting, there's not very many better fish in this world, I don't think, to be honest with you. Easy there, Bubba.
And in 2 days at Ritchie Falls here, Ritchie Falls Resort, you fished 2 of the best fighting fish in my opinion.
Yeah,
Speckled trout and smallmouth bass.
look at that. What a beautiful specimen of a fish. An Algoma piece of gold. Nice. These are a skinny one, but I'll tell you what, You see how hard they pull on 15 pound? You get that on a 6 or 8 pound test spinning gear. Whoo! I mean, this is heavy. I like throwing heavy stuff for smallies and large. But this is my largemouth setup that I convert to smallmouth a lot of times with. 15 pound, 7 foot heavy. It's just fun to set the hook hard with this kind of stuff. You just reel them back and hope that it stops you. So it's just I don't know what it is. It's just a thrill with it. So I love doing it.
I think there he is right there. There we go. He's a fun little smallmouth.
Ned rig?
Might not be, yeah, but it's the funky Ned rig.
Yeah, okay, good move, good change.
Yeah, chartreuse.
How's that rod feeling?
Beautiful.
Fun, eh?
Yeah. Makes these little smaller smallies feel great. It's fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. There we go. There. Yeah. There, little guy there. You go home, get the big fellers, and that's the rig on it right there. Chartreuse, a little darker. This is fun. There's nothing wrong with this at all. Snatatuma. She's a tube. Tubey.
To be or not to
to
be?
be.
That is Stevie's question.
Oh, that's a nice one.
I don't think so.
That's not
He's
bad.
not bad. Better than I
She's a
thought.
jumper.
He just spit out some stuff. Look at him go. He's pulling drag now. Like what the heck?
I know.
These smallmouth are pumped. Coming up. Nice. Nice little jump. He's not big, but he's fun. For the end of the day stuff. I'm gonna lock it here, Stevie.
Okay.
He's a good one. He's a solid little fish. Solid little beast. Steve, in the net, you got the, oh, you got it, okay. I'm gonna throw him in the net just to be safe with him.
There you go.
He's got chunk to him, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. And they're that beautiful color. Man.
Yeah,
They're
copper,
bronze, eh?
right? It's like a, that's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful
A little
looking
green
fish.
on there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I hooked myself. Oh well. Good. Lots of fun. Little black ridge edge on that anal fin. Very cool fish. Lots of fun. Smallies are fun.
Oh, Peter, I think that one's worthy of a net.
My timing is perfect, brother.
Absolutely. Right off that rock. And you know, I gotta give credit where credit is due. Peter's been on me all day about a green tube.
You
Steve,
got him in the tube?
Green tube. Well, guess.
This is a tank.
Yes, baby. Guess what? The green tube.
Nice. Glad I could be part of that, buddy.
Oh yeah.
He's a bomb. Look at this thing.
Yes.
That's I think it's a 5-pounder, isn't it?
It's
It
very
might be.
close.
It might be.
Let's not get too excited until we get her into the boat. But
True. Yeah, it's a 7 right now until we get him in. Then, then the truth comes out, right?
oh yeah.
Bring it right in here, buddy. He's fat. Oh, don't do that.
There you
Guys,
go.
scoop that son gun in the air.
Nice job. Thank you, Peter.
You're welcome, buddy.
Okay.
Look at that. Whoa, you're never going to lose that fish.
No, I had him double hooked.
Holy moly.
There we go.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Nice smallie. Hey,
Wow, nice Stevie.
beautiful smallmouth, and it's heavy.
Oh,
Heavy,
yeah.
solid fish.
Get him back, buddy.
Yeah, here we go.
It's so fat here. That's nice. This fall, pre-fall.
There we go. Look at that slab right there.
That smallmouth bass is what you're always striving for
Oh.
on any smallmouth trip. You're getting fish into that range. That's what you're looking for, right? I mean, those smaller ones are fun. You get some bigger ones, it's a bonus. But that, if you can get 3 or 4 like that, man, you're into some good ones. That, to me, was a pretty successful day. On a lake we've never been to, we found fish, culled through the little ones, caught some good ones, and ended with a beast. That, my friends, is a common occurrence when fishing in Northern Ontario.
To get to today's amazing Smallie action, Pete and Steve first drove north on Highway 400 to Highway 69. Then turned west on Highway 17 to the town of Massey. From there, he drove north on gravel roads 553 and 810 before ending up at the gorgeous Ritchie Falls Resort. This hidden gem is the perfect location for not only smallmouth bass, but has an outstanding brook trout fishery as well. There's also great hunting out of this lodge.
The Fishin' Canada Show, brought to you in part by Ram Trucks, built to serve. Princecraft Boats, dominate the waters. Garmin, plot your paradise, reel 'em in. And Ontario, Canada, in partnership with Destination Ontario.
Closed captioning for this episode is brought to you by FishingCanada.com, the gateway to your next fishing adventure.